Here are notes for you, Mariah, Alexa, and Peter. And Matthew, this is your extra credit. Peter. Make sure they go right there at the corner of the end. And this, I believe, is our final scene.
Excuse me. Have you a glass? Any glass, any pocket mirror will do. Even if you won't speak to me, you might lend me a glass.
Don't worry, I have a glass in my bag. It's gone. He must have taken it from me at the entrance.
How tiresome.
What's the matter?
I feel so queer. Don't you ever get taken that way? When I can't see myself, I begin to wonder if I really and truly exist. Pat myself down just to make sure, but it doesn't help much.
You're lucky. I'm always conscious of myself. In my mind. Painfully conscious.
Ah, yes, in your mind. But everything that goes on in one's head is simply so vague, isn't it? It makes one want to sleep. I have 6 big mirrors in my bedroom. There they are, I can see them. But they don't see me. They're reflecting the carpet, the settee, the window. But how absurd it is, a glass in which I'm absent. When I talk to people, I always made sure there was one nearby in which I could see myself. I watched myself talking. And somehow it kept me alert. Seeing myself how the others saw me. Oh no. My lipstick. I'm sure I put it on all crooked. No, I can't do without a looking glass forever and ever. Forever and ever. I simply can't.
Suppose I tried to be your looking glass? Come and pay me a visit, dear. Here's a place for you on my sofa.
But
He doesn't count.
we're going to hurt each other. You said it yourself.
What do you mean I've ever wanted to hurt you?
We never ended up.
Much more likely, you'll hurt me. Still, what does it matter? If I've got to suffer, it might as well be at your hands, your pretty hands. Sit down. Sit down. Come closer. Closer. Look into my eyes. What do you see?
Oh, I'm there, but so tiny I can't see myself properly.
But I can, every inch of you. Now ask me questions. I'll be as candid as any looking glass.
Please, Mr. Garcine, sure our chatter isn't boring you?
Don't worry about him. As I said, he doesn't count. We're by ourselves. Ask away.
Are my lips all right?
Show me. They're a bit smudgy.
I thought as much. Luckily, no one's seen me. I'll try again.
That's better. No. Follow the line of your lips. Wait. I'll guide you. There. That's quite good.
As good as when I came in.
Far better. Cooler. Your mouth looks quite diabolical that way.
Good gracious, and you say you like it. How mad at me not being able to see it for myself. You're sure, Miss Serrano, that it's all right?
Why don't you call me Inez?
Are you sure it looks all right?
You're lovely, Estelle.
But how can I rely upon your taste? Is it the same as my taste? Oh, how sickening it is, enough to drive one crazy.
I have your taste, my dear, because I like you so much. Look at me. Straight. Smile. I'm not so ugly either. Am I not nicer than your glass?
I don't know. You scare me rather. My glass never did that. Of course, I knew it so well. Like something I had tamed. I'm going to smile. My smile will sink down into your pupils, and heaven knows that it will be found.
Then why shouldn't you tame me? Listen, I want you to call me Inez. We must be great friends.
I don't make friends with you very easily.
Not with postal clerks, you mean? Uh-oh. What's that? That nasty red spot at the bottom of your cheek. A pimple.
Oh, how to be found. Where?
There! You know, the way they catch larks with a mirror. Under a lark mirror, my dear, and you can't escape it. There isn't a pimple. Not a trace is one. So what about it? Suppose the mirror started telling lies? Suppose I covered my eyes as he is doing and refused to look at you. All that loveliness of yours would be wasted on desert air. No, don't be afraid. I can't help looking at you. I shift you like eyes on you. I'll be nice to you. Ever so nice. Only you must be nice to me too.
Are you really attracted by me?
Very much indeed.
But I wish he'd notice me too.
Of course. Because he's a man? You've won. Well, look at her, damn it! Don't pretend. You haven't missed a word of what we've said.
Quite so. Not a word. I stuck my fingers in my ears, but your voice studied in my brain. Silly chatter. Now will you leave me in peace, you two? I'm not interested in you.
Not in me, perhaps. But how about this child? Aren't you interested in her? I saw through your game, the way you got on your high horse just to impress her.
I've asked you to leave me in peace. Someone's talking about me in the newspaper office, and I want to listen. And if it'll make you any happier, let me tell you that I've no use for the child, as you call her.
Thanks.
No, I didn't mean it rudely.
You can.
So that's that. You know, I begged you not to speak.
It's her fault. I asked nothing of her, and she came and offered me her glass.
So you say. But all this time you were making up to him, trying every trick to catch his attention.
Well, why wouldn't I?
You're crazy, both of you! Don't you see where this is leading us? For pity's sake, keep your mouths shut! Now let's all sit down again, quite quietly. We'll look at the floor, and each must try to forget the others are there.
Forget about the others? How utterly absurd! I feel you there in every pore. Your silence clamors in my ears. You can nail up your mouth, cut your tongue out, but you can't prevent your being there. Can you stop your thoughts? I hear them ticking away like a clock. Tick, tock, and I'm certain you hear mine. It's all very well skulking on your sofa, but you're everywhere. And every sound comes to me soiled because you've intercepted it on its way. Why? You even stole in my face. You know it, and I don't. And what about her? About Estelle? You've stolen her from me, too. If she and I were alone, do you suppose she'd treat me as she does? No. Take your hands away from your face. I won't leave you in peace. That would suit your book too well. You'd go on sitting there in a sort of trance like a yogi. And even if I didn't see her, I'd feel it in my bones that she was making every sound, even the rustle of her dress, for your benefit, throwing you smiles that you didn't see. Well, I won't stand for that. I prefer to choose my hell, and I prefer to look you in the eyes and fight it out face to face.
Have it your own way. I suppose we're about to do this. They knew what they were about, and we're easy. They put me in a room with men. Men can keep their mouths shut. But it's no use wanting the impossible. So I attract you, little girl. It seems you were making eyes at me.
Don't touch me.
Why not? We might anyhow be natural. You know, I used to be mad about women, and some were fond of me. So we may as well stop posing. We've nothing to lose. Why trouble about politeness, and decorum, and the rest of it? But between ourselves, presently, we shall be naked as newborn babes.
Ugh, let me be.
As newborn babes. Well, I'd warned you anyhow. I asked so little of you. Nothing but peace and a little silence. I'd put my fingers in my ears. Gomez was spouting away as usual, standing in the center of the room with all the pressmen listening, in their shirt sleeves. Couldn't you... I tried to hear, but it wasn't too easy. Things on earth move so quickly now. Couldn't you have held your tongues? Now it's over. He stopped talking when he thinks of me. He's gone back into his head. Well, we've got to see it through somehow. Naked as we were born. So much the better. I want to know whom I have to deal with.
You know already, there's nothing more to learn.
You're wrong. So long as each of us has something to converse with, why they damned him or her, we know nothing. Nothing that counts. You, young lady, you shall begin. Why? Tell us why. If you're frank, if we bring our specters into the open, it may save us from disaster, so out with it. Why?
I tell you I haven't a notion. They wouldn't tell me why.
Name. So Matthew, Stephanie, Maria, here are the notes on your scenes to look at. I'm now going to excuse the audience so I can talk to my class alone. Thank you all for witnessing their scenes. It's always nice to have an audience. It gives them a little bit more to do and to work for. So thank you for coming. We appreciate it. So everyone, on to the stage, please.